Hello. What's up, everyone? I think I finally got this Streamlab. No, not Streamlabs. Stream Elements OBS down. So it takes a little bit more buttons to press than just standard OBS to get the stream started. But I think I got it down. So we actually are starting on time this week. It's 5:30 PST. How's everyone doing? What's up, Christopher Coonan? What's up, King Brandon 913? LabBR Libiner? Not sure how to say that. Mr. J Perfect. What's up? What's up, everyone? I need to actually get some water, unless I have some down here, because I do not have too much on the plane, and I'm gonna have dry throat if I keep on talking too much. But I'm gonna stay here for a little bit more to say hi to everyone. What's up, Jacob Vincent? What's up, Hatchie Bottom Outdoors? Kadir Kareem? All the early people. I'm good. I'm tired. I've been up since, we're on West Coast now, but I've been up since 8 a.m. New York time. So it's 5 a.m. here. And then the whole day was pretty much filled with traveling. So I just took a shower, started the laundry because we had so much laundry from our 6-day trip. And then, the trip worked out that we got back on Wednesday at like not nighttime, so I could still stream today because I didn't want to miss a stream. We've been pretty good in terms of the consistency. This is, I believe, the 5th stream in a row. I haven't missed one yet, and I don't intend to. If I can't make a Wednesday at any point in time, hopefully I can move it to like a different day and still at least do one stream a week. But yeah, vodka cranberry? No way, I'm drinking water, Chris. Also, I just don't drink alcohol much in general, maybe a couple of times a year. So I was sipping on stuff that Melissa had in New York, but I really hate alcohol, the taste of it. So yeah, I don't drink much at all. Dylan Tran, would you like to donate an SSD for the build? Sure, hit me up on Twitter if you use Twitter. If not, then maybe Discord or something. But I need to get back to you on that. I do have, Chris actually sent me a lot of SSDs, smaller ones, but I can always use parts if anyone wants to donate them into builds that I plan to give away, things like that. So yeah. We just got oh no, I thought we got a notification, but I'm playing most of Jan, aka Man Karate's music right now. So Pixel Fanfare came on, and that's also the sound of all the notifications. So do I smoke weed? I have smoked weed. I don't do it normally. I don't know. I think edibles is way easier. That I also don't do too often just because Melissa doesn't like it too much, so it's only on special occasions. But have you attended a LAN party recently, or is the next one coming up? Next one's coming up. Last one we did, the video's already out for. That was the August one. Next LAN party is going to be February, hopefully. We're figuring out the details right now. The good thing is that testing for COVID, like testing kits and stuff, is very readily available, so that will definitely help out in terms of keeping everyone safe. So we actually recently started talking about that, but February is still like 3 months away, so there's still plenty of time. I look a little tipsy? No, I'm just tired right now, actually. I don't believe my eyes aren't bloodshot or anything, but I'm just super tired. Sitting on a plane too, it was a 6-hour plane ride, you know, cramped seats and all that stuff. We never pay for first class or any of the nicer seats, so it definitely not the most comfortable thing. So I'm just kind of drained from the trip, so that's why I said it'd be a chill stream. As you can see right now, there's nothing going on over here in the test bench because I'm not really gonna be doing anything except for browser stuff. We're gonna be looking for deals, so yeah, and just hang out and chatting. So we stayed in Manhattan, but we traveled to Brooklyn, Lower Manhattan, and then we took the ferry to Staten Island so we could see the Statue of Liberty. Which, if you saw my tweets on Twitter, it was kind of underwhelming. I think just my perception of it was a little bit larger, but I guess you gotta get it real close for it to seem that grand and large. But it was a good trip. We've been talking about New York, me and Melissa, for a while, but It was my first time to the East Coast actually. So the furthest east I've been prior to this was way back in like before college. I went to Arizona, and then yeah, I've never gone this far east. So I, for the most part, just stayed in the West Coast, and we did take international trips and stuff a few years ago to Southeast Asia, but I've never gone to the East Coast. So this was my first experience. It was a good trip. We spent a lot on food. Mainly, I'm gonna blame that one on Melissa because obviously I'm a very simple person to please, but she definitely wanted to try a lot of restaurants that she's heard about and seen over there, so we did that. Oh, nice, Chris. You're born in New York. Where? You will never fly economy again. You're a big guy, not tall, muscled. Okay. Yeah. Fortunately for me and Melissa, we're pretty small. I mean, I weigh like 140 pounds. Only 5'6", so I fit between people easily. Melissa's like 4'8", so wait, I think she's actually 4'10". 4'8's the joke that we say, but yeah, we're both relatively small, so we can squeeze in the spaces pretty easily. But yeah, even then though, I feel for bigger people because even I feel kind of cramped. Like you can't spread your legs out, you can't use both the armrests on planes and stuff. So I can only imagine for a bigger person how it feels being all cooped up in a plane like that. So yeah. Yeah, so Bubbly FN asked, is this keyboard custom? Not really. This is a Keychron K4 with Gatoron brown switches, and then I just put a custom set of keycaps on it. I do want to build a budget keyboard, probably anywhere from 100 to 150 bucks soon. I'm just putting off buying the parts for it just because a lot of it, to get it that cheap, is gonna have to come from AliExpress. Because I don't want to do those group buys or like drops and stuff where you have to wait a year to get the parts. So a lot of it's gonna have to come from AliExpress probably, and I'm just dreading like that long shipping time. But that means I should actually put in the order now so that, you know, I can actually get here so I can do a video by like the end of the year. But yeah. Oyster Bay, Long Island. Okay. When did you come over to Washington? I guess I don't know your history, Chris. $6'2", 250 mini giant flying economy. Yeah. So on our flight back, actually, Melissa and I didn't have the same seats because the flight was so booked up that by the time that we ordered or booked the flights, we couldn't find two seats next to each other. But thankfully, we were at least in the same row, and then we asked someone to switch with us so that we could sit next to each other because we watched movies for the 6-hour flight. We watched like 3 movies coming back. So okay, 12 years ago you moved to Olympia. I've been to Olympia for like school trips and stuff, but I haven't gone to Olympia much more than that. Yeah, there was really no reason for me to go there growing up, and I just kind of moved further north ever since then. But Skylug wooden frame, it's really nice. Oh, okay, depends on how much that wooden frame costs. If it'll fit within the like 100 to 150 budget. Okay. Hi Maxwell. Oh yeah, let me do a quick membership shout out, by the way. So we should be coming up on, I'm not sure if anyone, I think the next stream, people who were members would have been for over a month, and then they'll start having their silver badges. But shout out to Ganon, Math Q, Craig Lau. Why do I keep saying Lau every time I read this? Craig Lilly, my bad, Craig. It's Unbroken, I'm Montech, Man Karate, Andrew Woodford, Jacob Vincent, and Zia Bobia for the membership. As the merch comes out, I've decided I'm gonna go with Bonfire just because the print quality and dimensioning is better. They just released their coupon codes and stuff, so for all the members, I'll have coupons for a pretty big discount on the merch. So you can get it for pretty close to at cost, just to say thank you for being members. So yeah, if you become a member for $1, you can save way more than $1 on the merch when it drops. What is my table height? So the table height goes as low as 26 inches, I believe. it's the autonomous office. It's the office desk that they don't have anymore. So you would have to look at the newest desk and look for the one that goes down to 26. I like my desk height low so I can get the as much of a 90-degree angle as I can on everything. So if I want to buy anything tax free, I guess the only thing, there's not many like computer hardware specifically shops in Oregon though, right? Though I guess you can get it for tax free from Newegg or something and then ship it. Though I think shipping costs are they've gone up. Like everything from the USPS has gone up, right? Shipping times have kind of gone up, and the cost due to the cut in the labor force there or something, right? And then the holiday season's supposed to get worse, so I'm not sure if it'll I would have to buy something very expensive to make it worth it. Lily, yeah. You're changing it to Craig Lily. Yes, exactly. Put the spaces in there, please. It's just the I's and the L's so close to each other. It always throws me off for some reason. Yeah, so for a $500 build, I don't want to do APU because I already did an all brand new like $600 to $700 APU build. You could have even got it down to like $550 if you cheaped out on like motherboard, power supply, in case. So for this $500 build, we're going to be hunting for tonight. I want to look for a dedicated graphics card build, which means that it's going to have to be, a lot of it's going to have to be used. So right now you could probably buy the SSD, RAM, case, and maybe power supply. Yeah, probably power supply, or get EVGA B stock used. So that means, and then the motherboard actually, you could probably get pretty easily. I didn't mean to say used. I meant you could probably get all of those very easily, either used or brand new for not that much. It's just the CPU and the graphics card that's going to give us trouble. So for $500, I'm thinking if giving $250 to the graphics card should be able to net something that can do 1080p decently. I am looking probably at the GTX 970. I think that's probably the best bet. Either that or 1060. I don't think I can get an AMD card just because their price is so high for mining. And then, yeah, either i3 or Ryzen 3. I don't think I can pull a Ryzen 5 unless it's like a 1600, which is pretty old. But at that point, I'd rather get like a i3 10100 or something. So we'll take a look at everything in a second here. But GTX 980, we'll take a look on eBay first, just for the referencing of prices. So the build that we're going to put together tonight, and I'm going to try to buy it all tonight too. So then I can get everything here and then get the video out in like a week or two. But the plan is to buy it all within like a 24 to 48 hour time span. So it's just show like, if you need a PC right now and you can't wait on deals and stuff, what is the best thing you can buy? Yeah, so let's see. You will get something, yeah, you get something out for a video signal. $250 for a 1070 Ti is a really good deal at the moment, because those are easily going for like $400. On Jawa, Jawa, is that trading website? Let me see. Where have I seen Jawa? It wasn't the last thing that, or one of the recent thing that Oz had a sponsor for, right? I think it actually was. Yeah, okay, I remember, yeah. So he was talking about it, and then a couple of other content creators were talking about Jawa. I'll take a look on there, actually, too. Free promotion to them. Yeah, you list your 1070 spare for $255. Yeah, I mean, if you're not out to, like, scalp people and you just want to get your money back, especially if you got a card for not, you know, not these crazy prices, and you want to help somebody out and move something quick, yeah, if you list it at kind of like even a little bit above what you paid for, it should move pretty fast. You just got back from picking up an MSI 980 Ti for $225. What app did you use to get that? I'm guessing you went to pick it up, so Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp. People still using Craigslist these days. I just stopped looking on Craigslist. It's just, yeah, no need to anymore with you know, OfferUp around. There's a little bit more verification and like kind of a vetting process with reputation and such. So yeah. Let me check my email, because Jawa might have actually reached out to me a long time ago, but I'm very bad especially with sponsorship emails, because I just assumed. Let's see. Nope. So I haven't been hit with by Jawa, but maybe I can ask Ozzy for the homie hookup email. But yeah, I'm really bad with getting back to sponsors, because a majority of the time there's stuff that I don't want to do sponsorships on. So then all the good ones also get lost in there. Like, I think I talked about this during the LAN party video, but I have 17,000 unread emails, so that's how my email management is. Oh man, i3 10100F for $50. That new, first of all, even if it wasn't new in box, that would be a great deal. Facebook Marketplace, yeah. Facebook Marketplace. For some reason, I still use OfferUp more. Maybe it's just because I've moved away from Facebook just as a whole platform, so I don't log on or go in as much anymore. So having to go to the Facebook Marketplace, unless there's like a separate app that I don't know about, that's probably the reason why I use OfferUp more. I just kind of slowly disconnected from Facebook. I don't post anything anymore. I haven't deleted it yet just because of the long history of, you know, pictures and all the different posts over the years, but I just don't use it as much anymore. 1660 Ti for $250. That's a good deal right now. Yeah, that's I would say that's easily worth like $350. Actually, let's go over to the browser and let's go to eBay. We'll start with eBay first, just because that's what everyone has access to. Alright, give me one moment to adjust that. We'll go to dark mode. Except I think this dark mode throws off eBay. We'll see. So someone was saying, I don't think we can fit a... Let me see this one. Here we go. Buy it now. This looks like a cooler-less GTX 980. So the plan is $500 build, maybe $550. This is before tax and shipping, even though I think a lot of the shipping is gonna be free. But we'll do $500 to $550. I'll give a little wiggle room, just because sometimes you gotta do that, just to get something that's worth it. So if there's something that's really worth it, I will go a little bit extra. But this is from Gainesville, Florida. This is a EVGA 980. What is there anything wrong with this? 100% positive feedback. Okay. What is the description on this? This is okay. Seller assumes responsibility. Oh, 2 for sale. If you buy both, I'll throw in an SLI bridge. Okay, this is actually not bad considering we were having trouble finding 970s the other week for this much. But I'm not gonna do any. I'm doing it all buy it now, just because I'm not messing with bids. Like if a thing ends at 4 a.m., you could have spent the last week trying to bid on something and have someone snipe it right under you. So if we do it by buy it now, what's wrong with this thing? So that it has a cooler. I was incorrect about that. It's used, but it should be working. Sorry, you. It's probably hard for you to read. Oh, what the heck? This guy just, or this person rather, just used horrible, hard to read font or font colors. Hey, what's up, small Chamosuke? This name I'm butchering. I butchered it last time too. Chamasuke. I think that's how you pronounced it last time. My day is going good. I'm just pretty tired from the long trip, subway rides, stuck in Seattle traffic, 6-hour flight. But I'm doing good otherwise. You got an i7 6700 and a GTX 1070 build for $350 tonight. Nice. Which platform was that on? If you list where you got something, try to list what platform or what you used, because you know it could be from eBay, OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, local shops. Yeah, I'm just curious what people's success rates are with the different apps where they live. Ron Trin. I just went to New York with Melissa as a long needed vacation. We haven't really gone on a trip outside of the West Coast since COVID started, and we've always wanted to go to New York. So that's kind of the quick rundown of it. We did a lot of the touristy things. We went to like an observatory called Summit One. That's what I tweeted about on Twitter. It was there's different rooms. One of them had mirrors everywhere, which was super trippy. That was really cool. We ate a ton of food, a ton of places on Melissa's list. Went to Times Square, of course. Went to see the Brooklyn Bridge and walked around there. It was just it was a pleasure trip. Do I play League? I used to play League. I played League when it came out up to like season 3. And then I just kind of lost interest because when you're not super good at League, first of all, losing isn't fun. It's never fun. But then in League, when you're not good at it, it feels bad if you let your team down, because obviously League is a team game. But if you're good, but then someone on your team is kind of like feeding, then it's just a bad feeling to sink up to 45 minutes to an hour of your time into, right? So yeah, I stopped playing League years ago because I would get really mad at either my own performance or teammates' performance. So not my type of game. I did like ARAM though, so that was fun. You got a 6700X at Micro Center. Do you think it's good? Well, I guess what was the price that you got it for? And I'm guessing you mean 6700 XT? Yeah. So I did look for parts in New York, and if I did find something where I was gonna meet up with someone, I would have done a used part pickup ride along. But I had no luck. Everyone was trying to sell their stuff for way too expensive in New York, so I didn't find anything. It would have been a nice video for the end of this week, but couldn't get anything, unfortunately. What kind of used price should I get for a A320 ITX and 200 GE? Honestly, for like a low-end motherboard like that and a low-end CPU, maybe 40 bucks or 50 bucks. I don't know. It's a current platform. It still has some uses. It could be a starter PC that you could still at least throw some Ryzen chips into, but I don't think more than 40 or 50 bucks. Some people are selling 1080 Ti's in NYC for 700. Yeah, I was seeing ridiculous stuff. I was mainly looking for graphics cards because everything else was kind of easy to find. It's just the graphics card that's hard, and I wasn't gonna pull like a whole build back home. I found like one build that was decently priced. It was like $350, and it actually had like maybe a GTX 970 in it, I think. But I wasn't trying to take a whole PC build home. Yeah, 200 Canadian for a 970. I think that's pretty standard. And if I could find, so this is a 980 right here. Let's see what we can find 970s for. Sort by lowest price, just like what it says on my shirt. Okay, this has got to be a dead one. This one's going for 70 bucks. 4 parts, yeah, no display on the GPU. And I'm not confident enough where I can try to fix this and possibly be out 70 bucks. Not working, parts only. Rare, what is this? GTX. They showed up because it has 970 megahertz in the title. Do you think NBA prices will go up or down for 2 and 4 terabyte models? From what I was seeing, 2 terabyte models, if you don't care about PCIe 4.0, if you're good with 3.0, 2 terabytes we're going for like 170. I bet on Black Friday we're going to see some pretty low prices for NVMe drives. Drives have been pretty stable in terms of the pricing. Hopefully there's no DRAM shortage or anything coming up, but RAM and SSDs have been pretty good to us lately. You're trying to get a 970 Strix? That'd be really good for 100 bucks off of Facebook Marketplace. I'm not seeing any. Yeah, the lowest 970 is 200 bucks, and it's for this PNY single cooler one that I'm not trying to get. If we could lock in the graphics card, everything else should come really easy. Cause and maybe the CPU too. Okay, I don't really have much choice. I'm willing to go as old as like R9 290X. Let's see what we can find these for. I don't think we're gonna find it for less than 150 bucks. So I'll put that in. MSI, this one has no fans. And I'm not trying to deal with trying to buy fans. Yeah. 4 parts. Okay, what's wrong with this? Fans were broken due to the previous shipping. Okay. If they can't guarantee that the card is in working order, then I'm not interested. 290Xs, okay. So as we get to the ones that are working, there's none lower than 240. Well, yeah, so on Black Friday, which is next week, hopefully I can do a stream. I'm thinking about doing a morning stream. I think Black Friday, for the most part, is just relevant to people in the US, unfortunately, because it's for our celebrating Thanksgiving. And I think a lot of people should have Friday off. Hopefully, if you have a job that gives you Thanksgiving off, they usually give it as a pair. So Black Friday morning, so when the deals are a little bit more fresh, and then people could maybe watch the playback throughout the rest of the day, instead of doing like a stream at night where it won't be as relevant. So yeah, Black Friday stream, I'll do a normal Wednesday stream next week, and then hopefully do a Black Friday stream too. Okay, I'm willing to go to an R9 290 if we could find something. 160 bucks for 2 broken ones. Man. Yeah, 290 is the same price as 980. Am I gonna have to get this one? What I'm afraid of is... Okay, let me look at this seller. What have they been selling? Okay, all feedback. So they've just been buying a ton of stuff. But it's not showing the listing at all. Yeah, so they haven't sold a lot of stuff. Received as a seller. Yeah, so they haven't sold anything within the last... Have they? Nope, they haven't sold anything within the last 12 months. They have hundreds of positive feedback. eBay would protect me and my money. The only thing is if this thing doesn't come, it's going to delay the video. So what do y'all think about this one? Unfortunately, if I buy this one up, then someone else can't buy this. And then people are going to say the video isn't true because they can't find anything to make it repeatable. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to find anything else. For $550, I think we're not gonna get anything in the... Like, let's take up a GTX 1060, actually. So when you have 550 bucks or 500 bucks, you either go APU, so that you're, you are future-proofing yourself, or you go with older stuff. That maybe at, like, end of life in terms of driver support and things like that, but it'll still let you be able to game. Because the way I'm doing this is I'm not looking for one-off deals in my local market where I could pull like a more recent card. I'm looking for something that's a little bit more repeatable. Yeah, so 1060s, they're going for around the same price. Actually, let me look for lowest price. Yeah, I have a 560 as well. I don't remember if it's 2 gig or 4 gig. For this build, I don't want to reuse any parts I have on hand. I want to be able to like find everything right now to kind of show how realistic things are for what you can get. Why did this reset when I researched this? 1060. Parts only. Yeah, these are all going to be parts only until I bet we get to 200 bucks around. This one's 200 bucks by it now. What's the shipping? 20 bucks, so it'd be 220 after shipping. It's a 3 gigabyte card though. Yeah, if I can't find a decent card, like or to fit within that budget, I'll probably cut it to like 450 bucks and then just look for a cheaper, lower powered, like a RX 560 or 460 or something like that. I think Nvidia cards for the low end are too popular right now. Like if I look for a 1050, let's see how much we can get these for. 125 for parts only. And then we got a bunch of these fake Chinese ones too. Yeah, I think I might pull the trigger on this 980. Because there's not much else. Parts only. I mean, if we can get like a 1050 or 1050 Ti for like around 150, I would do that too. But look, the 1050s as low as $180 and we're still looking for parts only. And this is not a 1050. Unless they made 1050s that look like this. Let me see. This looks actually, did they make 1050s that look like this? So if you look on eBay, make sure to cross-reference. So to me, this one, the seller actually has good feedback and everything, but this shroud design looks really old. I don't remember. Let me see. GTX 1050 Asus. So what you do is you look to see if this... Oh, it actually did exist. The Phoenix model. I remember the dual version. But so this is a legit one. 2 stripes. You gotta look for all the details. This one has the 2 stripes going on. So but this is still too expensive for 180. So not going with this one. Yeah, it does look to be legit. Seller does have a ton, 13,000 sales, 98.2%. If anything, this looks more legit than like 100% feedback. Okay, let me zoom in so you guys can see. But yeah, like when people have slightly less than 100%, that makes it seem more legit. But yeah, we're not finding any 1050s or any 1650s for sale. Parts only. Yep, lowest price one. This is sorting by lowest. You hop up to $250 right now. Yeah. Well, I can't buy it from you. I can't use my influencer or like content creator clout to get parts for cheaper. I have to be able to find it on eBay, or we were just talking about Jawa. So before we go there, I just want to see what 10100s are going for. Alright, so we can buy open box. Dude, this would be perfect. Pair it with like a $60 motherboard. So, yeah, I'm not even worried about CPU. We would definitely go with something. Let me see what Ryzen 3100s are going for. These are going for noticeably more. 140 is the lowest one. So we'll go for, how about 3300Xs? I hate these listings that have like multiple prices and you have to choose from a select down menu. Yeah, 3300Xs are going for, I would want the latest or at least the 3000 series Ryzen because the Ryzen 3s are 8 threads. So I don't want to do that 4-core 4-thread stuff. But what if we go for something older like a 1600? If it's cheap enough, it could be worth it. Yeah, these are hopefully less than 100 bucks. Where are these from? China though? So if I choose a Ryzen 1600, we're looking at 120 bucks. I don't think that's worth it. I would rather get a 10100. Yeah, these listings are very annoying the way they do these. So we got a 1600 here. Please don't be from China. This is from China. Yeah, it would take way too long to get here. I need something that's like a 1 week max. So if anything, 10100 might be like 100 bucks right now. I know the price has gone up on Amazon, unfortunately. And on Amazon, it's 150 bucks right now. This was 100 bucks not too long ago. So I would have to get it used on eBay, but we can find one. Let's look at Jawa. Free promotion to Jawa. Where did we visit in New York? So for people who didn't catch the beginning of the stream, we stayed in like central Manhattan, but then we traveled to like lower Manhattan, went over to Brooklyn, and then did a quick trip to Staten Island so that we could see the Statue of Liberty from the ferry. Because the ferry over there is free. I was very surprised by that. So when we were trying to do the trip planning and stuff, like riding the subways and everything, we bought a Metro pass for MTA pass for 7-day trip for $33. I thought we had to pay for the ferry ride, which I wasn't too thrilled about because, you know, we were already paying for a lot of other stuff. But the ferry, the Staten Island ferry was free, which I was like, whoa. I thought they would nickel and dime us for everything, especially since tourists would probably want to take the ferry a lot, but apparently it's free because it was like a trip, or it was a gift from the city, because the transit system, the subway and stuff, apparently makes enough money to help cover it. So yeah, riding the ferry was free, which was nice. That was very surprising because, as you can imagine, a lot of things in New York are pretty expensive. So that was like a nice free little gift. But yeah, we did that, and then we kind of stayed in that lower Manhattan area and the surrounding islands. It's Unbroken says, I just upgraded to Ryzen 7 5700X. Congrats. What did you upgrade from? That should hold you over for a very long time. 10500 for 170. See, the only thing about that is I'm willing to spend a lot on the graphics card, like half the budget, because that carries the build. Like an i3 10100 should be able to pair well with anything within a $500 budget, $550. Going up to 170 when you can get like a $90 i3, I would do that if the budget was a little bit bigger, but 170 for that, $60 for the motherboard. That's already $230. We're not gonna be able to fit a decent graphics card with it. You would have to cut down on the graphics card, which then you have an overpowered CPU. So I think I'm gonna have to go with the eBay 10100. But let me look up this 10500 by lowest price and see if I can find the one that you're talking about, Chris. Buy it now. Lowest one I'm seeing is I would even go down to a 10400. 165 there. 10400Fs are going for 150, about 160 after shipping. For $500 though, I think I would want to go with something within the last like 3 years in terms of platform, because the processor, I think you would want to give yourself at least room for upgrade path in the processor, because just being on anything that's Ryzen or 10th gen Intel, I think it can last you at least 4 to 6 years if you eventually end up upgrading to like an i7 or Ryzen 7. LAN party video probably won't be till next year. Well, it definitely won't be till next year, till after the LAN party, which is hopefully in February. So unless, hopefully, COVID doesn't shut things down or even spike worse. Right now, I just checked because we started talking about LAN party for, within my group chat with the LAN party pals. And transmission rates in Washington State are high, which is not a good sign. COVID transmission rate. So yeah, let's see, Pierce County, which is where we're having the LAN party. COVID. This is where I grew up, Pierce County. Where I was looking at it the other day. It was like high transmission rate. If we can get it pulled up here. Pierce County, boom. This was not what I was looking at the other day. But yeah, probably not gonna be able to find it. I have the link from our chat, but yeah, the LAN parties, it's one of those things where some people in the comments are like, oh, why are you wearing masks and stuff at the LAN party and things like that. It's one of those things where you gotta take the precautions so that you don't regret if something bad happens, which I think now that the testing is out, I think testing, next to like us being vaccinated, testing is the next most important thing. If we can ensure when we go to the LAN party, because we're staying there basically the entire time, that nobody is sick, then I think that does a lot more than masks do. So that's something that we're working through. So yeah, LAN parties are a little bit more complicated. You guys just get to see like the video, but the planning that goes into it months ahead of time and making sure, especially with COVID, that everything is safe, it's more complicated now more than ever in the last 6 years. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Joe Mama P? Let's see. 8400. Yeah, so the thing about let's see, i5, if we look for i5 8400F, I don't think they're that much cheaper. 9400F, yeah, these are just as expensive. And I'm looking for 8400s here too, so I would rather go for the generation that at the end of the day gives you more cores and threads when you do upgrade. Yeah, I don't want to be locked into a 6-core 6-thread on this, and it's more expensive too by quite a bit. $90 versus 100 and almost 30. Yeah. And motherboards for these, I'm not sure how easy they're gonna be to find, because as soon as something kind of reaches its end of life in terms of like being new retail, the motherboard starts to go up in price too. Right now, I know 10th gen motherboards should be pretty cheap, so Jawa PC parts. We're gonna look at Jawa. Freaking Star Wars came up. We'll look at Jawa. So for the CPU, I think I'm leaning really hard to the i3 10100 because we can find it for $90, unless someone can convince me otherwise. Z370. What about the Z370? Actually, I can't tell if Chris is talking to the chat or if he's talking to me, but Z370 boards definitely won't fit into the budget of this $550 build. Okay, so I've actually not checked out Jawa yet. So my apologies to Ozzy. You put in your video sponsor spot, but I ended up watching the rest of the video and not going to this afterwards. But we'll check it out now. So, curious to everyone in stream, quick question for y'all. Have you used Jawa before? Have you used Jawa before? Yes or no? So we'll run a poll. I'm curious how many people have used it and what creators have you seen promoting this? I think for me it's Ozzy. Has it been anybody else? I'm not sure if Toshi Bros did. I sworn they shouted out a different marketplace that wasn't this one. $10100Fs are brand new on Amazon for that much? Sorry, I'm jumping around all over the place because I have like suggestions coming in from all different directions. But were 10100Fs... Oh, they are 900. It's probably because I was looking at the 10100s earlier, huh? That they were 150. Yeah. Yeah, so 10100F, because we're going with the graphics card. Why not? Oh, and I can get it used? I'm about to pick this up right now. November 26th. Ooh. I can get this on that's next week, though. Or I can get it... Wait, what's the soonest? Oh, even for the Prime ones, they're November 20th. Okay, so if I get this brand new, it's $92, or I can get it by November 20th. I want to get this video out sooner rather than later, though. November 26th. So this would come like in a week and a half to 2 weeks. But it's only $82. Alright, I think I have other videos. I think I can wait 2 weeks probably. So I think I'll pick up this one right here. Unless one of you beat me to it, then I'm going to be sad because I'm going to have to get the slightly more expensive one. Yeah. Yeah, it might come quicker. It's coming from way... I don't know where this is. 74% positive, not the best, but you know what? It's Amazon. They'll look after me if something goes wrong. Let me actually... I'm going to buy this on my other browser so y'all can't see my credit card information. So hang tight for a second. I'm going to pick this up right now. And even if I end up not using it for the build for whatever reason, having a 10100F on hand is not the worst thing in the world. So we're doing it. 10100F. Alright. And please come sooner rather than later. Yeah, so I'm not even gonna worry about the motherboard. Motherboards are in plenty stock. We only have a limited amount of time on stream. We gotta find this graphics card. Once the CPU and the graphics card are locked down, you're pretty much set for the rest of the build. Everything else pretty much readily in stock at decent prices. So let me get rid of this real quick. Save for later. Micro Center has it for cheaper, I know, but I'm doing online only with stuff that everyone has access to. So Amazon, pretty much everyone has access to Amazon. And if you spend enough, it's free shipping over 35 bucks, I believe, which this processor would be. So I'm going to proceed to checkout right here. Oh, I'm starving. Oh, I'm so hungry. Melissa went to the store to buy stuff to cook, but I might have to grab a snack here and eat a little bit on stream. So let me place my order, make sure this is the right thing. If I paid for 2-day shipping, it would be 25 bucks, which I'm not going to do. If I paid for express shipping, which is the same thing, it's going to be 55 bucks. So I'm just placing the order. We've locked it in. 10100F. Yes, we do not have access to Micro Center, which is why for this build, we're going only on deals that we can get online. Okay, so now we gotta find a graphics card. Let's check out Jawa. This counts is online. Everyone's gonna have access to this. So, recently sold. Actually, let's look at the prices. Oh yeah, the poll. 85% of you have not used Jawa. 15% have. So, out of 73 votes. Here, go get a snack. Chris, thank you for the $5 super chat. And because you did that, I have to respect your super chat and do what you say to some degree. That doesn't mean that people can just start donating and making me, you know, jump around like a monkey. But let me run upstairs, grab some M&Ms and chips. I will be right back. Give me a minute. Time me. I'll run. That should have been less than a minute. Okay, so I'll share with y'all what we got. We got the Parmesan garlic chips from the Kettle brand. I just grabbed the first things that I could find, and I didn't want to waste time getting water from the fridge and ice and stuff. That would take long. So I just opened the fridge, grabbed the first bottled thing that we had that I could drink out of, and this Coke is almost done, so I can just drink out of the bottle. So, not a promotion for Coke, by the way. We just had it for a get-together, but I don't care. Between this and Pepsi, whatever's cheaper, I'm gonna buy. And then, got some M&Ms right here. I'll eat an actual dinner. Melissa's actually gonna cook something delicious tonight, so I'll have that. But to hold me over right now, these are the snacks we got. Coke, chips, and M&Ms. Okay. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. Alright. So, I'm curious what things are going for on here. Whoa. Wait, 3-year usage. Oh, you can put the amount of time something's been used, which is really nice. It gives a history of the card. And it's actually like a part of, you know, not the description. It's actually one of the, like, parameters. Okay. Okay, I'm not spending 280, or how much? 185 on a 280X? No way. That's lower performance than like a 970 and 980, which I'd rather just spend 200 for. Let me know. You're not seeing anything promising on Jawa? Yeah, I would assume that it wouldn't be too different from eBay, because everyone is gonna, you know, go to all the corners of the internet to find the best deals that they can get. So if there was anything that was a good deal, it's probably gonna be gone by now, unless someone just happens to list it. Which I should probably make an account, so if I needed to snipe something, I could and not be slowed down. But let's take a look real quick. Like this RX 480 4GB for $169, I think that's a pretty good price considering they're going for so much right now. And anything under $200 that can give you a good 1080p gaming experience, I would say is a, is a decent pickup. Oh, it doesn't let me look any further. This is a little bit expensive though, a 570 for 220. I'd say this is a little bit on the high end. Let's just look at the whole format. Let me know if the chip crunching is too loud and like distracting and like bad, or if you don't mind it. I think Jawa probably has the potential to be like worldwide. But it would need the users, right? Kind of like Reddit hardware swap and Reddit build a PC sales. It's just not a lot of people in other countries use them. So then, because it's all like user aggregated, right? Then if people aren't using it around the world, then yeah, it'll probably be the most popular only in America. I mean, I think it is an American-based company. The people who run this website, so. Yeah, all the good stuff on Jawa already sold out. So, well, let's see what this build is. I'm curious what's in here. RX 480. So the 7400 is kind of old. KB Lake was not one of the better generations. He's getting pretty old by now too. Like that. This i5, this is I believe 4-core 4 threads still. 16GB of RAM. Yeah, so this seems a little pricey for the specs. If we're valuing this 480 at no more than like 250, the motherboard processor, let's say if that was 150. Yeah, I guess if it has a nice case and fans and stuff, it could add up to this, but okay, we'll browse parts. We'll look at video cards, which is probably like what's hot and in demand. People are asking too much on them. Yeah, they're probably taking advantage of just the situation we're in. Asian tech deals and builds. Is that me? Does this name does this apply to me as well? Am I, or is this relevant to my channel? Asian tech deals and builds. Okay. Ryzen 5 3600. Hey, for 150, this isn't bad. Let's see, if I got a cheap motherboard to throw this in, like a $60 motherboard, that'd be 210 plus a 250. I don't think I can fit that within. This is getting real close though. You can easily fit this into a $600 build, but 500 to 550 is cutting it too close. And I think at that point, I already bought the 10100F, and I think that's better value at $82 open box than this $150 used. RGBswap.com. That's the one that I think the Toasty Bros were promoting. Oops, what did I put in there? RGB Swap. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the one that I saw in kind of recent Toasty Bros video. So it seems like there's multiple like competitors. Are they selling ad space? I'm curious how they make money. I think Jawa, they will eventually take a fee. Let me see RGB Swap. This right here. I don't know why, but this is mildly infuriating because it's not transparent. I know I'm in dark mode, but the fact that the logo just sticks out as white. But anyways, I'm just nitpicking here. Let's see, buyer seller protection. That's a really important thing about these websites. Hopefully they have some kind of insurance setup or whatever, where if people, or just some kind of way to ensure the money is held by like them as a third party until everything is good on both ends. So, you know, kind of like what eBay and PayPal offers. These other offshoot websites that are more hardware specific, definitely a good thing that they're offering that too, compared to like Reddit hardware swap, where if you get screwed over, that's on you, because, you know, they don't really handle that. I hate using Kijiji. Reminds me. So, The only reason I know about Kijiji for the most part is from one of my buddies, Ofa, who makes content from Canada. But yeah, from the videos that he used Kijiji on, it didn't look like a good interface. I'm actually liking both Jawa's and RGB Swap's interface. We'll take a look at video cards because that's the only thing people care about anyways right now. Didn't I click on video cards on Jawa? Why is this coming up with everything that's a lot of things that aren't video cards? Okay. Really old graphics cards. 6600 XT for 520. That's still kind of low price. Malfunctioning. Okay. That's why it was so cheap. It's malfunctioning. 1650s for 250. Yeah, these are way too GT 1030s for 90. Very kind of overpriced. 120 bucks. Wait. Build like Aussie. Is this OzTalks hardware? Aussie. Oh, no, this isn't Aussie. Interesting. What is this listing? I mean, you get hope. I don't think it's Aussie because this don't look like Aussie's hands. Oh, want to recreate Aussie's build? People are clickbaiting Aussie's name in the title, or not in the title, but in the picture. This is interesting. Does Aussie know about this? What's the 380 go for these days used? I think probably 1200 bucks. I'm guessing off the top of my head. Let's see. I'm gonna use OfferUp for the reference on this. In Seattle, I can get a 3080. This is a scam, obviously. This is also a scam. What are all these scams? Ah, yes, shipping. You joined in November 2021 with 1 rating, and you're trying to ship a 3080 Ti for 800 bucks. Is this even... Okay, you actually got the box. But... this is... So I can't even get a good reference. I'm gonna sort by lowest price. And we'll be able to tell really quickly which ones the scams are. The lowest one that I would even say is a legit listing. Yeah, these are all fake. 3080 for 750. Posted, wait, 4 months ago, July 2021. Extra graphics card. This one, it's hard to tell. But this person was brand new when they sold it. So, yeah, I don't think you can find a 3080 for much less than... Here's one for $1,000. 2 months ago. Member since 2 months ago, they were a brand new member trying to sell it. Yeah. This one's probably also a scam. Member since posted 4 months. You guys are seeing the trend here, right? Hopefully I'm not the only one seeing this trend. 4 months ago, they posted it when they just joined, because obviously it's a scam account. And even then, $12.50, they're trying to scam. Shipped with FedEx. Oh yes, of course you would only ship it and not actually meet up and sell it, because it's not a real thing. So yeah. Any good food up in... Yes! Kevin, we had ramen at 2 different places. What were the names of them? One of them was a really famous one. Let me see. Sorry, we're all over the place on this stream. We're parts hunting, but I'm also trying to make this a chill stream as well. And just having got back from New York, I am pretty excited. I am pretty excited. Oh yeah, this is the place. Ichiran. So this is the place where when you go in, you sit at these little booths. And let me see if I can find a good picture of it. I have footage and stuff. There's a crazy long line, yeah, but it had these booths. And we just got the tonkatsu ramen, which I think is like the only thing they have. But you sit at these booths, and then they have these little dividers. So me and Melissa took our divider down, but you don't even see the person serving you. You take an order via card, you give it to them. The person behind here, you see how there's like this little tiny window that only shows the bottom half. They open it, you just see like their torso. They hand you the food and stuff like that, and you don't see the face or anything. It was a pretty interesting experience. I haven't had a ramen or eaten at a ramen place like that here in Washington. But this is I think it's one of the top ramen places in New York. But we had this place and then another one that I totally forgot the name because I have horrible memory. But yeah, very good. I think ramen was probably the food highlight of the trip. Scott Berkshaw, call the police and tell them what if you're not back in 10 minutes. Actually, let's see if I can find the other place. The other place was just pretty standard. Nope, there's like so many ramen places. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to find it. I would have to ask Melissa. So I let Melissa plan most of the trip just because she was the one who was most excited to try all the different foods, and I kind of tagged along. So I'm very thankful that she was good with navigating like the subways and things like that because she's been to New York I think twice before for work. So yeah, she was definitely the MVP in terms of navigation. Hey, what's up? You eat wabbits. What's up? Yep. So let's see, Stungo Bongo. Yeah, it looks like we might have to go with that eBay GTX 980, but ramen's best when it's torn from a plastic bag cooked in the microwave. I think that's when it has the best price to performance or like most value. But yeah, the ramen places, I think they're 20 bucks a bowl, unfortunately, just because when you're the #1 ramen spot, you gotta, there's a high demand, right? So you gotta up the price to kind of even it out. So it was pretty pricey, but I think it was really good. E39 Matt, you're from NYC? Where? I was just in Manhattan. Kame. Go to Kame next time. Kame Ramen, New NYC. Where would this have been at? Yeah, so if we look at this map. Okay. Wow. So we stayed on 38th, which I'm curious, for people who are in New York right now, right outside of our hotel, there was a shooting. This morning when we left the hotel, there was the police yellow tape in front of our hotel, and the whole street was blocked off. It was 38th Street, or 38th Ave, rather. And... Hello, still streaming. Do you need help? Yeah. Okay, I gotta help them bring in groceries for a second. Time me, it should be no more than 1 to 2 minutes. I'll turn up the music though, because we got Man Karate's jams going on right now. But yeah, I'll be right back. This is the be right back sequence. Room. Alright, so that was quicker than I thought. They already got most of it. Okay, so this ramen place where we buy here... Yeah, we were close enough. What's the ratings? I think every place we went to was like 4.5 star. Oh, 4.5 star, 550 reviews. Alright, we go back. I will add this to my list. We probably won't be going back for a while though. Yeah, I think I had a phase where I like eating ramen a lot, but then I stopped eating it for a while for whatever reason. Probably because of where we live in Washington. Like the Lynnwood area, there's not that great of ramen. But I think after eating it a couple times this trip, it's gonna make me want to find better places that I've not heard of, like in our area. So we'll see. Empty chair. Yeah. You need some M&M now. I'm trying to think. Okay, no, this isn't M&M's from any LAN party. This is a fresh thing M&M's, but the M&M's are a staple to the LAN parties. Close the door 1 second. Be right back. Alright, back to the parts hunting. So, 3080, not gonna be able to find anything under... I think some of these, like, $1,400 ones... This is a 3070. Yeah. I would think, like, $1,500. I'm curious if the news of, like, the continuing shortages are just driving the price up more. When is the next Craigslist ride-along? I mean, Craigslist ride-alongs happen as I find deals in my area. I haven't found anything that's really worth buying yet. I do look normally, but I don't know. Like right now, we're doing a parts hunt online only because when I do Craigslist ride-along videos, I do it for the entertainment of trying to you know, meet up with the person and show the transaction and things like that. Not necessarily as this is what you can also find in your areas, because a lot of the Craigslist ride-alongs, they are one-off good deals that aren't really repeatable. It's just, hey, I found a really good deal in my area, let's record it. So like right now what we're doing is something more along the lines of, hopefully more people can follow this as a build guide because it's not made up of crazy once-in-a-lifetime deals. Yeah, which is interesting because remember when I picked up the GTX 1070, how many years ago is that now? 4 years ago? Let's look it up. This one, wow, it's been more than 4 years. So, yeah, this was March 26, 2017. I believe this is before that big summer crypto boom, and I picked it up for... Hello? I still have this card, by the way. Yeah, so I still have this 1070 that I picked up, and I picked it up for $200 4 years ago, and right now it's going for like double that amount on eBay, I think. So it's crazy what times we're in right now, and I just feel really bad for people who don't have any kind of build at the moment. Like, people with old builds, I don't feel as bad for. If you have something that can game, even if it's on low 1080p, at least you have a system. People without systems, though, that's who I feel really bad for. So, like, when people are in the chat saying, like, oh, like, I want to upgrade from, like, a 3070 or 3060 or something that, or even, like, a 2060, that's such a good card right now. And so many people would love to have that card. Like, if you have anything that came out within the last 4 years that's decent, then I would say be thankful. I'm definitely thankful that I have a system, even though I'm not gaming as much nowadays because I'm content creating more. But I'm super thankful that I even have, like, in my system, my daily rig, I have a 2060 that I use. And I'm even thankful for that. What are my thoughts on the re-release of the 2060s and the rumored 2060 12GB? I think those are going to be just as overpriced. Do they have any... We'll take a look at that in a second, actually. But, I mean, I think it's a good thing. Even if they re-released, like 1070s, if they go back 2 generations, that would be a good thing. If they could price it accordingly. My issue with any re-releases is if they hold this high price just because of the high demand. Because at that point, if they release a RTX 2060, I don't see it being any less than like $400. Which at that point, remember the 3060 is only supposed to be $329 MSRP. 3060 Ti is like, what, $360 or $370 MSRP? So my issue is that these old cards that came out like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, are gonna be priced higher than what the current gen cards are supposed to be. Yes, I did hear about that stolen shipment of from EVGA, I think specifically. It wasn't like from NVIDIA, it was like EVGA specifically. A truckload of them got stolen Fast and Furious 1 style. I think it sounded like it was Fast and Furious 1 style. It was more of, they said it was en route. So I just assumed like, oh, this truck was moving and like 3 Honda Civics came up and they robbed them. But it's not really a joking matter. But I think a lot of people made that reference. For anyone who, you know, remembers the original Fast and Furious from back in 2001. Hey, these aren't bad deals right here. I actually like these reference style coolers if they can be in stock. Yeah, 980 blower style. I would have bought that for a 980 Ti for 200. That would have been good. Snazzy Jeff selling all the cheap graphics cards, or at least fairly priced ones. Okay. Can I sort by in-stock items? Hide sold items. There it is. This is interesting. My cursor, you see this? My cursor doesn't change to like a finger or something when I go over this. And there's no indication that I clicked it. So maybe that's some feedback I can send over to Jawa. Like normally when you click something, it like, there's some indication, but nothing, it just updates. Small nitpick, by the way. So hide sold items, which is what we're gonna do. There's only 3 graphics cards for sale right now on Jawa. $1,260 for a 3070 Ti. What's BNOB? Brand new out of box? That's gotta be it, right? New, oh, brand new open box. Okay. We've got a mining GPU. Is there no outputs? Yep, no video out. Okay. Cool. Cool. And then this old graphics card. Yeah, Founders Editions, I like the look of, I didn't really like the 10 series as much as I did the 900 series. Wait, was it? Stango Bongo. If you looked at the market in New York, you would have seen how cheap it is. How cheap what is. Did I miss something earlier? Because I did look at graphics cards in New York and there was nothing. Xfinity. Okay, sure. Ain't no one buying this for $1,260. Let's look at RGB swap. Look at graphics cards in stock. Okay, I think I have to go with the eBay GTX 980. If it's still there. If someone didn't swipe it already. If they did, then I may have to spend at least another day looking. Let's see. Yeah, still here. 10 watchers though. Who's all watching this? Yeah, if everything was in stock, I tend to not go for the Founders Editions. Even though the newer NVIDIA Founders Editions, when they added the second fan, I think that's a step in the right direction, but the original one fan blower style ones, yeah, not ideal. I would only buy if desperate. $200 for a 1050 Ti. What? I'm gonna sort by low to high because I want to see GT 710s for 35 bucks. Okay. 1050 Ti. Yeah, so you see this jump that we're seeing here in the graphics card from low to high. We got these old graphics cards or like, you know, really crappy office PC ones. You go up to 75 bucks and boom. Next lowest is $200. So I think these websites would be good for finding stuff like CPUs because those aren't as in high demand. Tech deals. Is this the tech deals? Like the YouTube channel? Or is this... I think he would have put his own branding here. I don't think this is actual tech deals, the YouTuber. Unless, let's see, let's go to the listing. I wouldn't buy this 4690K. I actually have one that we're gonna finish the build on from last week's stream. Yeah, this is definitely not the tech deals. This is someone who, I mean, tech deals is, you know, a pretty common phrase. So we got $40 i3-6100s. Okay. For people who are tuning in a little bit later, we did already find our processor. We're going with the 10100F for $83 from Amazon, open box. Also, Scott, I think it's been 10 minutes. You're back, so I don't gotta call police. Zenifty. Good call, Holoscope. I just read that at Xfinity because that is the internet provider we have up here in Washington, and they suck a lot. But I didn't read that closely enough, so I misread it. You would trade all those for a 9900K? 1080 last we saw was still worth like $300 to $400, right? Wait, solo low to high. Wow, there's not many processors here either. There's only 12 results, but these websites are still relatively in beta or new, so they don't have a ton of traffic yet. This is just something that takes, you know, months, probably more like years to build up. Kind of like hardware swap and other like forums and trading stuff like that. So right now there's only 12 processors on here. Jawa was a little bit better in terms of that, in terms of the processors. Yeah, we see a big jump from like sub $100 processors to $500 ones here. No one's selling kind of like the mid-range to $100 to $200 ones here as much, but we'll go over back to Jawa. Yeah, see, decently priced stuff. I wouldn't buy a 9400 though. I would get the 10400 if possible. All right, graphics cards. I'll take a look at Mercari. I know Zach's Tech Turf has had luck there, but some of the graphic he's been paying quite a bit for graphics cards. So am I playing Diablo 2 Resurrected? I actually got it. I played through 2 acts, but then I got distracted. I don't know. I didn't play too much of the original Diablo 2. I played it for like up to level 20 the first time around back in 2000 and like what 2000. And I didn't play it originally either. I played it late, like 2005, 2006. So a few years late. I couldn't get into it. I still have it. Maybe I'll give it another try. Also, all my friends played Diablo 3, so I got into that, playing with the group. But then, not having like my real life friends play Diablo 2 Resurrected made it more of a solo experience. And as I've mentioned many a times before, I'm not really a solo gamer. I can't play single player games as much as I can multiplayer games. Like Grand Theft Auto and MMOs, which is why I love MMOs, because there's a thriving world and no matter what, there's always people online. Alright, so we're on Mercari. We're looking for a graphics card. This looks interesting. Which card is this? The 270X. Not worth it, obviously. 1050 Ti for $110. This would be a great deal. I haven't used this for long. Upgraded to 6060. Okay, Iowa. Okay. I'm sure. Whoa. It works fine when I'm doing normal activities, streaming music, walking. Okay, but as soon as it runs multiplayer games, it has a very likely chance of crashing. That's why this is priced so low. This would have been an awesome pickup 1050 Ti for 110, that's unheard of right now. There's a problem with this. I'm not willing to risk this card. I mean, it could be, I don't think this is a driver issue. Crash when runs a multiplayer game and this person wouldn't have tried to figure it out themselves. Yeah, it might be like a board level problem that, yeah, I have no idea how to fix. And I don't think that's worth the risk. Oh, wait, why are we back on here? Jawa down bad? What do you mean by that, Dylan? Oh, no. Chris usually gets out on stream, or he usually joins stream after dinner and stuff, so that is a very normal comment of him. You good, Chris? You have a 1066 gigabyte that has error code 43. You would send it for free. What do you mean? Are you just trying to get rid of it? You could probably sell it for on eBay, and you should sell on eBay for parts for people who might want to pull stuff from it, either a cooler or desolder any of the useful parts from it. Put it in the oven at 120°C for half an hour. Okay, that's another question I'm curious about. Has anyone here actually successfully baked the GPU or graphics card back to life? I played the original Borderlands. Again, I think because the people I surrounded myself with played a lot of MMOs, that was the genre that I gravitated towards. And yeah, it's kind of a weird reason to not like playing other games, because with MMOs, it's a persistent world, and if you join a guild and stuff, there's always someone online. Whereas with other games like, let's say, Borderlands or something like that, you need people to like coordinate with other people to come on. Otherwise, you're playing solo. I guess you could make more new friends online, but I don't know. At this age, it feels weird joining new clans or whatever they call it. And then coordinating with other strangers, like, all right, are you getting on after work at this time? As opposed to joining a game and there's always other players that you could just do stuff with, pick up. And microwave, it doesn't do any good either. Yeah, so a majority of people have not baked the GPU, but it looks like there have been some people who have baked the GPU back to life. Linus and Louis Rossman had the whole video about that, so yeah. You prefer the heat gun method, but best way to solder yourself? Yep. If you know exactly what you're soldering or like what to replace. Alright, how long has stream been going on now? We've been live for an hour and a half, so so for those who joined late, we did get the i3-10100F. Once I get the CPU, the rest is gonna be easy. So let's see. Let's go to Amazon. And Newegg. Let's get the motherboard out of the way now, so I don't have to worry about that. I think for this build, I'm gonna get the cheapest motherboard I can find. It's like No. What's the lowest end? Is it B460? Ooh, I know. I want to get this specific case if it's still in stock. The one with the handle. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I need to look. Oh, that. B460 Wi-Fi board on Newegg. Okay, well, between Newegg and Amazon, if they're the same price, I would lean towards Amazon because their return process is like effortless. Amazon, you just gotta say it wasn't as described. They'll send you the shipping label, or you can print it out, you rebox it in wherever it came in, and then you drop it off at an Amazon locker, which to me, I have one less than a mile from my house. So I just drop it off at the locker, and it's pretty effortless. You don't even have to talk to a customer rep or something. Unless Newegg has something that I implemented and I don't know about it. Don't you have to talk to like a customer rep to return stuff? I haven't returned on Newegg in a long time, so correct me if I'm wrong. Mercari has a 1650 for 260. Huh. 260, that's kind of very close. We're gonna be spending around 140-ish on motherboard and, let's see, B460 motherboard. Okay, on here, I'm gonna sort by lowest price, but a lot of crap is gonna come up. I'm gonna look for LGA 1200 motherboard. That might give better. I have to use Kohl's where I live. Yeah, we have a Kohl's as well, but I've never returned anything at Kohl's just because it's not the closer one to me. Right, we're looking for motherboards. Lowest price, LGA 1200. That is the chipset we are on. Or that is rather the architecture platform. Nope, 300 series are not gonna work. The only thing about Amazon, which sucks compared to Newegg though, is the sorting. Because when I'm looking at LGA 1200 motherboards, why is there all this other crap that's not the right chipset? And then I can't even sort it with the categories by the correct one, I don't think. Yeah, there's like no 10th gen Intel, where I'm pretty sure if I go over here, the Newegg, we go to, oh come on, there we go. Yeah, we can go to B460. I think B460 is gonna be the cheapest, but we'll look at some of the H boards. Here we go. Refurbish. Let's take a look at this thing. Yeah, this is the cheapest by far. It's cheaper by $15 on 60 is 25%. So, hey, we're going for the more we can save on everything else, the more we can spend on the graphics card. So 60 bucks here plus the 83. Yeah, so we're about at 150. If we can get a 250 or a $200 graphics card, we can easily hit 500 on this build. I think I'm gonna have to get this. What refurbish? I'm okay with that. Honestly, I don't really care about too much about anything like this. Doesn't have USB-C, obviously. I don't even think it has a header. It's gonna limit you probably to how high of a chip you can put into it, but I mean, the ability to still go up to like an i5 for 60 bucks and for the build that for the price that we're going for, I think this is gonna be the best deal, because I don't think it's really worth it spending upwards of 80 to 100 bucks just for the sake of, you know, better quality VRMs and heat sinks and stuff. I mean, yeah, it's got one M.2 slot. At least it has, oh, micro ATX. Perfect. This can fit with the case that I'm looking for. eBay has the NZXT 1200 mobile for 130 bucks. The NZXT mobiles are very expensive. I'm gonna buy this right now, by the way. Do they have multiple in stock? I'm not sure if anyone else would be interested into it, but yeah. Heck yeah. Celeron support. Speeds up to 2933, that's pretty standard. Oh, yeah, the i3s can only go up to 2666. Whoops. Let me do it in my secret window. I forget what my Newegg account is. Oh, it's already logged in. Yes, I will probably pay with PayPal as well, just to get this. No protection plan. Oh, sorry. Let me turn down the background music. Would this show up on PC Part Picker? I actually don't. I don't know why. What the? No. PC Part Picker is gonna make me do some capture. Watch. Yeah, PC Part Picker is definitely a good resource. I don't use it as often. I don't know why. I just never did. I always stuck to basic. I always do my own math and stuff in my own spreadsheets. But they do have really good tracking. But we'll see if anything pops up on here. The specs of the build so far is 10100F. And we're going to grab this Wi-Fi motherboard, B460, refurbished board. Hopefully, when something is refurbished, it should have been tested before being sent back out. How thorough the testing is, I don't know. But I think it's worth the risk when you have this low of a budget to work with and you can't get more money. People are always like, oh, just spend a little bit more and get this motherboard. But you're going to spend a little bit more on this, a little bit more on that. Eventually, your $500 budget build becomes like $800. Especially with the crazy graphics card pricing right now. I think it's fun to do these builds where you take a little bit of risks. And then, you know, man, I just realized I haven't drinking any Coke yet. But you take a little bit of risk. And you see how much performance you can squeeze out as little money as possible. Obviously, when I make the video, I'm going to tell people, use this as your own discretion because you are taking a risk with used parts. But the risk is because you are saving money. So I look like a total slob drinking out of the bottle. It's because this wasn't worth using a cup. There's not that much Coke left in here. Not worth using a cup. Yeah, I bought a handful of refurb stuff. I've only had trouble with maybe 1 or 2 refurbs of like everything I bought over the years. And those refurbs, I was able to send it back and they sent a replacement just fine. So let me pick this one up. And then I think I'm going to pick up that graphics card. And then for the RAM and stuff, I don't think we need to... I'll see if I can find them on stream. But we know RAM 16 gigabytes is going to be like 60 to 70 bucks. I'm probably going to get no RGB on this one, just so I can save some money. And I remember my password. I can, yes, okay. I'm buying right now, so I'm just going to switch to this just to be safe, so I don't pop anything on screen. So there's going to be 67 bucks out the door. And what is my credit card thing? Chugging that 2 liter like a champ. I'm trying not to drink too much soda because gotta start eating healthy and stuff again after that trip. We ate a lot of stuff and not all of it was healthy, so. Alright, let me see. Credit card. Oh, there's my ID. Gotta make sure none of that info gets on the camera. Because we are on the higher quality camera right now. And credit card number. Okay. Yeah, I am not above refurbished parts. I am very for refurbished parts. Refurbished is better than used, technically, because if you're buying it from a company, they do back it by at least 30 days. Compared to Craigslist or whatever. Once you walk away from the deal, you're kind of screwed. If your product doesn't work, the person who sold it to you can just not pick up your phone or messages after that. Especially if they knowingly sold it to you broken. Alright, we're buying it now. I just realized something. I'm not sure if the 10100F comes with the cooler. So I might have the opportunity to buy a cheap Amazon $20 to $25 cooler that performs like a Hyper 212. Oh, the 4690 build? I'll talk to you about that afterwards, Chris. I don't know if I can get it in time for the video, though. Because we'll see. Okay, so we got the motherboard. We got the processor. Am I really gonna pick up this $200? November 23rd, so that's next week. Can I go on a Google Sheets without logging in? Give me 1 second. I want to make sure my email does not get leaked. Perfect. Alright. Let me zoom in on this. Let's see, 10100F. So we got that for 83. 61 was what the motherboard cost. B460. Here's my basic Excel spreadsheet skills. What else we have? So we're already at 144. Let's say we spend 220, which is what this 220 is what this 980 costs. We have 140 left to play with. So we gotta check EVGA B stock. So PSU, if we can pick something up for 30 bucks or less, then RAM, and then SSD. Let's assume a 500 gig SSD for 60 bucks. RAM, ooh, okay. So we're gonna be pushing over 500 bucks. Let me zoom in more. Yeah, snowman coolers would take too long. I would just pick something up on Amazon for 20 bucks. A lot of times they have coupons. So it depends. I think I have to take into account shipping. And everything is going to be free shipping except for this 980, which is 20 bucks. I'm not going to take into account tax just because everyone has different tax rates. And I'll mention that in the video, but so 220. If we can, yeah, I don't think RAM's gonna be that cheap. Let's take a look on Amazon RAM. Oops. DDR4, 16 gigabytes. We'll go with the cheapest 20. If we have to get 2666, actually no, that's usually never worth it. Well, it's not gonna be lower than 50 bucks, I don't think. And then we have all this. Okay, oh, hello. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get this. RAM's is cheap right now? $51 for 3200 megahertz CL16. That's funny. Someone just linked it, but that's the first thing that came up. When I sort by low, and then I set like I think this is gonna be it. It actually has. Heat spreaders don't matter, but yeah, we look at the next one, Team Group 2666. So this one's faster. And it'll be usable for other stuff if I decide to pop it out. Like, I'm gonna build this and then I may like recycle the parts for other things. Mushkin, what do we got here? 3000, yep, okay. I think we're going with the Team Group. Team Group, I've used in so many builds, and I'm gonna pick this up. Yep. I don't think we're gonna find anything better than this. This is it. This is it. If anyone's interested, oh, why you gotta do this to me? Actually, yeah, you guys probably could have searched this for yourself, but what the heck is wrong with? Here's the link. What would be the upgrade from a 1050 Ti? If you could find, actually, there's a lot of things you can upgrade from, but I'm assuming. The used market would be crap. If you could get a Newegg Shuffle or EVGA drop or Zotac drop or any of those, I think a 3060 would be a very solid bump up from a 1050 Ti. Like a really solid bump up. Alright, we're picking this up on my other window. Okay. So now we go back to the spreadsheet and we put in 51. Okay, if I can get a power supply for 25 bucks, we can get this under 50. And okay, so yeah, let me pick this up. I'm all over the place right now. Place your order. Was Ozzy's latest build 500? Was it not cheaper? Why did I think he did like a cheaper 300 build or something. Or am I confusing the number? Let me see. And no, this is not a competition against Ozzy. He actually ended up going with a like a Athlon, right? Yeah, Ozzy's was $300, I think. Unless I'm smoking something and have horrible memory. Which I guarantee you I have not been. Okay, let me see. Yeah, it was 300. Yeah. See? So yeah, he was able to squeeze together something pretty good for 300. 300 is very difficult to do, especially if you want something that's repeatable like he was showing. So okay, SSD. I just typed in SSD, and we're going Amazon because I want to get my stuff here quicker than Newegg. So we're gonna go 500 gigabyte. And we will try to get NVMe if possible. What is the cheapest? Dang it. Please say there's something in the $50 price range. We'll limit it to 40 so we don't get all this other crap. 256 gigs. Come on, what's the first one? Yeah, it's gonna be this Western Blue SN550. I think this is DRAM list, but for NVMe drives and with this budget, I don't think that's that big of a deal. What's annoying is that so they don't list if which one has DRAM or not. Also, PC Part Picker attempts to try to say which one has DRAM, but usually it falls short. Like I've found a lot of the times it doesn't have a lot of information for a lot of drives on whether or not it has DRAM or not. All right, can I pass this CAPTCHA live on stream? No pressure. Bus. We're looking for buses. Okay. I think those were the bus. Oh, yes. Ozzy built a $500 PC on stream. I was not able to watch that. What was I doing yesterday? I was still in New York, so I couldn't just sit down and just watch Ozzy's stream, unfortunately. What did he actually do in that build? In that stream, rather. Please tell me it wasn't a GTX 980 and a 10100F. He already got all the parts though, right? So yeah, he was building it. So I would think he would have had to get a 10100F. For that price range, I don't think anything else would be really worth it. Maybe if he got an 8100 and got a more powerful graphics card. Oh, was it Micro Center? Did he do it based on a Micro Center build, or did he mix new and used parts? Okay, we're gonna look at system, browse products. We'll look at storage. Yeah, so we'll go. What would be the best? Where's that DRAM? Oh, cache. Oh no, we're gonna sort by lowest price though. The thing about PC Part Pickers, it almost has too much for you to filter out. Yeah, we're not spending that much. So anywhere between like 40 and come on, and 55 bucks. I don't think anything. 250 gigs. Yeah, I'm not having the storage size just so we can get DRAM in here. Yes, I think I'm gonna go with the Western Digital Blue for 43 bucks. I don't think you can really beat this. And I think, let me see if I can find anything that I know has DRAM. Actually, that, oh no, see, I think the SX8200 does have it, but this is 256 gigs. Hey, what's up, Shane? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so Ozzy did a 5600G new parts build. Okay, Yeah, so Tech by Matt did a 5600G build somewhat recently as well. I did one. I'm sure Toasty Bros did one. So I think 5600G is awesome value. If anything, I would rather people do like a $500 to $600 5600G build than what I'm about to do here, just because you're on that newest platform, and I don't feel like you're really getting ripped off on anything. But with this build, we're going. I wouldn't say it's getting ripped off on, but we are getting like an older graphics card, which I believe $200 is overpaying for a little bit. But you know, doing it for the content, and I'll obviously gonna add the disclaimers in there. And you can't even tell really because they don't really show. Yeah, this one doesn't show. I would spend up 250 64. Yeah, we're going with a we're going with the Western Days though, blue here. I can't believe it's this cheap right now though. 43 bucks. I'm gonna actually look at the price history. Hopefully this has an accurate representation of it. SN550, 500 gigabytes. 43 bucks. Yeah, it looks like it's so 43. It's been 41. Yeah, 45. So the price has slowly been dropping. It's not at the all-time low, but it is pretty much at the all-time low within the last couple of months. Within the last 120 days. Let's look at 180 days. Yeah, so it's never really been this low before, except in the last couple of months. Even within the last year, it's been floating around 60 bucks. For 200 bucks, Shane, I think I'm going to pick up a GTX 980 from eBay. It's a PNY one, not the best, but, you know, I think I'm going to have fun playing with it and see what kind of performance we can get and overclocking and all that stuff. So let me pick this up right now. We're almost done with the build. The graphics card is the last big item I need to get. We got RAM, motherboard, and power supply. No, not power supply. We need to check out EVGA Midweek Madness for that. Wait, a new 1050 Ti? Who's still selling new 1050 Ti's? Why did I just type in new 1050 Ti like that's gonna make a difference? Because I'm not... Nope, that's way too expensive there. Where can you find 1050 Ti's for? If it was 600, then... Yeah, that would be pushing 300 for it, which definitely not happening. Because it's gonna get beat out by the 980. I'm gonna have all these packages showing up to my door within the next week now, which is always a nice feeling to have. Maybe I can unbox them on the next stream. Alright, so we got the SSD. If I can get the power supply and case... as you can see, I'm holding off on the graphics card because if I can find something better within the next day, then I don't want to get this GTX 980 for 200 bucks. It's just the only thing I can see that's even worth this thing right here. Wait, one sold? How many are they selling? I'm curious how many they have. No, actually one sold. I'm not sure if this is from this seller or not. Okay, let me catch up on chat. I do Amazon delivery day unless I need something sooner. Is the delivery not... No, the delivery's next week for me. I got November 27th to 29th. So it should come next week, which I guess is December, almost. But this video is going to be a couple weeks out just because parts need to get here. I need to build it, film it, benchmark, all that stuff. And I have other content to fill before then. I just didn't want to have to buy something that's like well into December until parts start showing up. But, yeah, 5600G, actually... I've seen the price fluctuate. So if we look at 5600G now, I think even at the release price of 260 is worth it. Okay, so it's 240. The other day, it was not this readily available. If we look on Amazon, 240. Okay, so this is actually really good. I feel like for a week, like last week, for a couple of days, 5600G was out of stock, and only third-party sellers were reselling them for like $300 plus. So right now, yeah, 5600G, very solid. If I didn't have a computer and I was like a first-time builder, I guess without all the knowledge, I would probably lean towards that, because it is brand new parts, and the CPU is really powerful once you pair a graphics card with it. I don't care about PCIe 4.0 and all that stuff. Those drives are too expensive anyways. Yeah, so for this build that we're doing on this stream, it's only online parts. I'm putting myself in your shoes, you know, the shoes of the people who might not have a good local market around them. Seattle is kind of a pretty tech-heavy area, and there's a lot. But on streams, when people have had me look at OfferUp in their own like cities and towns, there are some places where you cannot find anything local. So I'm trying to treat this challenge in this build as something where anyone can really do, because everything I'm buying is accessible online and can be shipped to you. So yeah, otherwise, yeah, I would be looking at OfferUp to see if I can find anything cheaper and if I can pick it up in person. Okay, so we got the Western Digital drive, we got the RAM, motherboard, CPU. We just need graphics card and power supply. Let's look at EVGA. Midweek Madness. We're gonna pick up a cheap power supply on here. Please tell me they have the 600 watt. We're gonna need a 600 watt for this GTX 980. It's gonna be pushing it, but I think it'll be fine. So yeah, we're not putting no 400 or 500 watt with this. Where's their B stock? Let me check out that B stock. We just saw last week they had the $20 B stock 600 watt units. Can we find that again? Yeah, people on OfferUp, you're right, they do ship. You make a good point, actually. I'll buy OfferUp shipping if it's not a scam, which a lot of the ones I've been seeing are scams. But I'll take a look at OfferUp, see if we can find something better. Very good point, Young Wolf. Thank you for actually bringing that up. Or Young Wolfie, rather. Oh, they don't have anything on here this week. If I wait a week, I might be able to get it, because none of these are really... Actually, going to take a look at Amazon. I don't want to have to get one of those cheapo brands, but... EVGA. I could have sworn the 600 watt ones were going on here for pretty cheap. Nope, 50 bucks is the cheapest. Oh, here it is. This is the 80 plus white that is usually sold on B stock. This is from the EVGA store. Are they selling this like brand new one here? Power supply, 600 watts. So... not that one. So they're only selling on their eBay store for 40 bucks. This is the popular 600 watt white label that everyone uses in budget builds. Yeah, so if I go up to 50 bucks, I could feel a lot more comfortable with what I'm throwing with the 980. But we're going to be pushing into 525, which isn't bad, especially if you're spending more on a power supply. The SSD price is going to go down to 43 bucks. So we can make this work. We'll be a little bit over 500, but for a good enough power supply, that might be worth it. Let's see. So power supply, we'll just see what pops up. And the max we're going to spend, I'll put 60, just so we can get more options to pop up. 40 to 60. 460, nope. 53 N1. I gotta reference the tier list because I'll go as low as a C tier on that tier list. I don't want to grab anything D tier. Especially because if we're putting something as power hungry as a GTX 980 into it. Okay, let's see. Can we sort by watts? 600. We're gonna want 600 watts or higher on this. Corsair CX. This is CX650. Okay. Oh, hello. I would buy a CX650 for 48 bucks. Open box. Used good, okay. November 23rd. That's only, yeah, it's the beginning of next week. I might grab this for 50. Wait. No. Do I save 10 bucks by buying it used? We got a 600, okay. I'm looking at these new and used offers. I'm not looking at these main prices. So we got a 600 BR from EBJ for 31 bucks. Is this for real? $31, okay. Could take up to December. Oh no, delivery on this kills the deal. Hey, what's up, Kryptonic? What up, Luis? Here's the popular Ares game power supply. Was this the one that Gamers Nexus did a review on? I forget. But I used this with the RTX 3080. That was a fun time. And this has a coupon to get it $5 off, so it'll be 45. Tech power, I mean, if you had a high quality 450 watt power supply, you probably don't have to worry. I'm not even sure if all 450 watt power supplies will have the right connectors for it though. How about a gigabyte PSU? Yeah. Oh man, I really wish EBJB stock would have saved the day here. I'm gonna hold off on the power supply, because I don't think that's as big of an issue, and that could come quicker than all the other stuff anyways. So, give me 1 second. Oh, actually no. I need to find... We're gonna find a case, and there's this case that I really want to build in. But I need to find it. And if I can find it for the price, and I already have it on hand, then I want to use it. So give me 1 second to find it. You ordered Xbox Series X from Costco, and now you wait to play Halo Infinite. Wait, what? Oh. Halo Infinite, that's actually something that I would actually be down to play. I heard the launch is going pretty well. People are saying Call of Duty didn't launch that well, but Halo did. So I would actually buy Halo and start playing it. Played a lot of Halo, original Halo and Halo 2. Didn't really play Halo 3 because I didn't have an Xbox 360 when it was relevant. Alright, I need to find my order for that case. So give me 1 moment. Okay. Yeah, I don't understand how people could be excited about games that come out every year, like Call of Duty, Battlefield, FIFA, the sports games. I don't understand. I'm trying to think, do I like any games that are like that come out every year? And I don't think so. Unless, yeah, like, the stuff that I like actually come out every, like, 10 years. Well, again, WoW expansions don't really... Those are, like, every 2-year cycles, but... Like, Diablo, yeah, between Diablo 2 and 3, what was that, like, 10 years? 11 years? Vanguard's pretty bad. Halo Infinite multiplayer's free? Yo, you said free? You said free? I remember this, but I forgot about it. Is that fully released? Where do I get this? How do I play this for free? Let me download it right now, actually. I'll do that after the stream. Maybe I can do that in one of the future streams. We gotta get this case. And then I'll find the graphics card and power supply probably offline just because we've been streaming for 2 hours now. And I gotta have dinner soon. But I want to show the case because I've talked about it before. And, yeah, here it is. Micro ATX HSCCGI. I'm finishing soon. We're up on 2 hours. So, oh, did I not put a case? Dang it. This is where we start going a little bit over budget. Go to Steam. Okay, it's free on Steam. I'll grab it on there. Thank you. GTA is the longest between new releases. Oh yeah, I'm also a big fan of GTA. Yeah, so games like that I'm into, they don't release like every year. So I never understood. And then other games like I played Overwatch for some time, PUBG, like all those games, they have patch cycles, but they don't release whole new freaking games, which look almost the same in my opinion, with just slightly different weapons and maps and stuff. So I never understood that. You are a GTA, like a GTA fan? Dude, would people be interested in playing GTA with me on stream and doing random stupid stuff? Because GTA, I'm always down to mess around in GTA. You guys have seen my benchmarking, right? Like, I love just running people over and see how many people I can go before the cops kill me and stuff like that. That was like, I feel the true spirit of GTA back in like GTA 3 when it first came out and stuff like that. So that's when I got into GTA, GTA 2, GTA 3. So that's what I still love doing to this day. What am I currently playing right now? Right now, I'm not playing too much, aside from benchmarking. But GTA, it's probably one of the more active games that I do play. Yeah. And then just wherever I play for LAN. Stuff that you see in the LAN videos is pretty much what I play. Oh, yeah, ooh, can you host stuff in Halo Infinite too? It'd be fun to play on stream against, like, you know, viewers and have, like, multiple, teams and stuff. And just do viewers versus viewers. Yeah, so Kryptonic or Luis, I know you used to be, like, a GTA content creator, so I'm sure you probably have a bunch of tips and tricks you can show me to make more money and stuff. Yeah, Halo team battles, or just even, if we can mess around in Halo, we used to do a thing where, like, you throw as many grenades and then you rocket launcher a Warthog and try to get it over the mountain and Blood Gulch and stuff. So I always enjoy doing stuff like that, even though I think now in the newer Halos, those blow up, right? Warthogs used to be indestructible in Halo 1, so yeah, we used to do stupid stuff like that. Chris, I don't know if I can put a 500 watt with a GTX 980. That's a little risky, but I'm trying to find this case. I can't believe Micro ATX Mini Tower. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to pull up this case. Did they stop selling this? Oh my goodness. Why? No, 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 no. Red Dead Online. Yeah, so Red Dead, I never played the original Red Dead Redemption. When 2 came out, I got pretty excited until it took forever for the PC version to release. And then I kind of lost, like, the hype momentum when it did release. And I was wondering how online was, if it is in any way comparable to GTA Online. Seriously? Oh my goodness. So, there's this case that I really want to build in. And maybe there's a way I can work around it. So let me know you guys' opinion. So this case was $30. It's a micro ATX case. I bought it when Tech by Matt actually found it, and then he tweeted it out. So then I ended up buying it. I can't find it on Newegg right now. But I really want to build in this case. And this build that we're about to put together is almost perfect for it. So with PC building, I feel like the case is the most flexible thing. Like, you can change up the case however you want based on personal style and preference and stuff. Whereas, and you'll for the most part get the same performance. Granted, cooling isn't an issue. And with this case, if anything, this would be like the bottom line because the cooling doesn't look that great. But I want to build in it because it has the handle and stuff. I have this case on hand. So if I did the build and I just said, hey, spend $30 on whatever case you want, you might not get this one that I have. What you think people will be cool with that? Because I really want to build in this case, and I don't really have any other use for it coming up, unless we put this build that we're building on stream right now into this case. And then this PC, what is it for? It's so I can make a video, and then either I don't know if I'm gonna end up giving it away or selling it to recoup the cost. Because this is all coming out of my own pocket here. This is no sponsors on this one, unless I get like a sponsor for the video. But even then, it may be sponsorless. So yeah, I don't know what it's gonna be for. It's just for fun. So that case has paper thin metal. I know, that's the fun of it. That's the fun of choosing like a $30 case. What I really like about this case, or what I'm potentially liking about it, is how much I can either rip into it for sucking, or how awesome this handle is. So yeah. Okay. So most people are saying it's fine. So okay, for the case, we'll go with this. For $30, there's a ton of other options on Newegg and Amazon. Yeah, I think for my builds, I typically try to experience new cases as opposed to always using the same one that's very popular or like best value, just because I want to, you know, enhance my own knowledge of what's out there. And this one is, to me, pretty unique. There's handled cases are rare enough, and to have one that was $30, hopefully it comes back for this price. I'm very excited to use it. So it sounds like I have the go ahead for most people here. Yes, I do remember when PSUs doubled in price. Yeah, it's fine. She's not in chat yet yelling at me. So, okay. So I think we got the case. The only thing we're really missing is this graphics card. We're still under 550. Oh, and the power supply. There are plenty of 600-watt power supplies. I'll end up buying something. If I keep on checking EVGA and that 600-watt comes back even for $30, I'll probably end up buying that. But we're only 2 parts away from finishing the build. We're gonna assume Windows unactivated because there's very creative ways to get cheap Windows or even free Windows that I'm not endorsing, but you know, it's out there. But yeah, I think that's pretty much gonna wrap it up. So we're at 2 hours and 10 minutes almost in the stream now. Thank you everyone for coming by, hanging out, for helping me choose parts and stuff like that. That was very helpful. To especially talk it through with you all. That was really fun. If I didn't do this on stream, it would just be me at the computer for like an hour or two doing it, and it's definitely nowhere near as fun as compared to making a group thing. So this is a group build, even though, you know, I kind of had to drive and make the final decisions on stuff, whether or not people fully agreed or not. I'll look for a graphics card, power supply within the next few days. Hopefully get this build out within the next 2 weeks, depending on when parts get here. Trying to pump a video out for this week is going to be difficult because I just spent the last 6 days in New York, so I couldn't get any work done for the channel. And I didn't find any parts in New York to pick up. Otherwise, there would have been a New York, you know, used parts pickup. I'll see if I have some footage for other stuff that kind of never made it to a video, so I'll see if I can put anything together and maybe show some of the New York footage in that video as well. Yeah, but let's see. Just gonna spend the last few minutes checking out the chat and hanging out before we end it. Thank you, SD1 Rager. I do appreciate all the people who watch the videos when they see the notifications, just because I feel like my notifications still aren't being pushed out to as many people as they used to be. Hey, what's up, OCTO? Hello, hello. No, please don't spam the chat. Alright, I gotta put you in timeout. Yeah, and of course, thank you for everyone who keeps the chat going, even though I'm, doing either I'm talking or I'm looking for parts and stuff because I can't get to everything in chat. But I think we've built a pretty cool community here where people can help each other out. So thank you for that. Yeah, for sure, Young Wolfie. I'm glad you're able to learn something from this, even though this wasn't as much of a teaching stream as much of it was a parts hunting one. But hopefully, just a little tidbits when I comment on things being overpriced or underpriced or what people have in the chat to say. Hopefully, people are picking up on things and learning more here too. So, Land series is epic. Thank you. I also love the Land series, but it definitely does not get as much viewership as like the builds and stuff on the channel, unfortunately. So I don't know how to change that really. Yeah, if you have any ideas, let me know. But I just make the videos for the most part to document everything. And yeah. What specs do I recommend for a podcast streaming computer? That's not gonna be too demanding. So honestly, a 5600G build would be great for streaming because the CPU side of things can handle that, and you're not gonna be gaming. So the 5600G is very capable of streaming just audio and like OBS or wherever you're gonna use to stream. And you don't have to worry about graphics card. That's the big thing about it. Hey, what's up, Uncle Bill? I'm not sure if you were here earlier in the stream, but I'm seeing you now, so sorry if I did miss you earlier. Ollie A has a question. What's worth spending 330 bucks? What is more worth it spending 330 bucks? On a 1660 Super, 330 is very steep in my opinion. I think 300 would be like the max cap if I was looking for something right away, needed it right now. 300 would be like the top end, but even then, 250 would be my target price point. Oh, or $460 RX 6600 XT. Ooh, I would probably get the 6600 XT for $460. Yeah, you think the Xeon for actually here after the stream I'll actually ping you on Discord, Chris, and we'll see. What I think I can do is I'll run 2 sets of benchmarks for that build. I'll run it with both processors and show side by sides. So that we can still make use of the 4690K and then show a Xeon alternative. So yeah. Nemus Tech, hey, that build we did last week with the was it Z87 motherboard in it, or was it Z97? I forget. That might have a Xeon in it. I'll talk to Chris. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, yep, I'll check DMs as I eat dinner. But, alright, I want to thank you all, as always, for coming to the stream, for continuing to support the channel. Thank you for the super chat tonight. I believe Chris was the only one who super chatted, but also thank you to all the members who continue to support the channel. Next stream, all the people who were the members the first time it opened up, you should be getting your new badges. So, that will be exciting to see. Merch, I got one more batch coming, and then I'm hoping to launch merch in December. Yeah, I'm super excited. This next batch, hopefully it's the perfect one. It's gonna be the final product, and then we're gonna launch. We're not going with Stream Elements. I've decided to go with Bonfire. It just has the quality that I was looking for. So yeah, look forward to that. But I'm gonna go grab dinner. Hope everyone has a great rest of their night. Hopefully see you in the next video. I'm trying to get something together for this weekend. But then, yeah, see you next week on stream as well. Same time, same place as always. Wednesdays at 4:30 p.m. PST. I will see you all next time. Bye. Chris, thank you for becoming a member at the last minute. Chris Coonan, thank you, brother. Fellow Washingtonian. Nerd on a big budget. Thank you.